Hey YouTube, what's up? Mike Nice here with a deck profile of a deck I just call Good Deck. I just call that because it really doesn't have any theme. It's mostly just a deck of good standalone cards that just work to win the game, get you advantage. It's really advantage based, and all the games are pretty slow, grind out games where you just slowly grind out advantage and have more advantage than your opponent, and slowly just whittle away at their life points. But it's a fun deck. It's semi-skill intensive. Also, if you like me doing deck profiles like this more, then just comment down below and like the video, and it will help me out a lot if I know. So I'll do deck profiles like this more. So 1 BLS, 1 Sorcerer, 1 Gores, 3 Tour Guides, Sangan, 3 Card D, 3 Spirit Reaper, 2 Thunder King, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Duality, 2 Soul Taker. I played some of my locals today, and I won. I played against Rabbit and a Chaos Dragons, and I beat both of them. But I didn't really like the Soul Takers that much. They're decent, but a lot of times just sat dead in my hands or my backer, because a lot of times I set them out with bluffs. But yeah, Dark Hole, Heavy, 2 MSD. Don't really like 3 because of Chaos Dragons, and the deck usually can get to them quick enough with the Ds and the Dualities. And since every card is a standalone card, you don't really lose to like a warning or anything, because you don't really invest anything to your cards. Reborn, Book, 2 Warnings, Solemn, 2 Torrential, 2 Bottomless, 2 Prison, 1 Mirror Force, and a Compulse. Mirror Force is pretty cool because people didn't really see it coming, and then Compulse was just cool for, it's really versatile, so it just made really awesome plays. So the side deck, I'm going to show you, that's really what makes the deck shine, and I'll just show it to you quickly. 3 Fossil Dyna, 2 Kaiku, 2 Snowman, 2 Maxi, the 3rd MST, 2 Vandy's Emptiness, 2 Shadow Mirror, and a D Prison. It's a 3rd D Prison. The Dynas, I guess I should explain, they're for Chaos Dragons and Rabbit. They're in for Chaos Dragons because if you summon Dyna, the only outs in their deck are the 3 Lilas, 2 Card Troopers, and the 3 Raikos. The thing about that is you start siding the 3rd D Prison. You have Mirror Force, your Prisons, your Bottomless, your Warnings, and your Solemn, and your Book of Moon, all to stop their Lilas and Card Trooper. And then you have the Veilers and the Warnings for Raiko, because you just don't attack it, you just summon the Dyna. Or also, I bait out the Raikos with Kaiku, because he's also really good against Chaos Dragons, because he can't drop any Chaos Monsters. So you just summon him and then bait out the Raiko, and then you summon Dyna. It's really, really hard for them to get rid of Dyna, so you just summon Dyna, keep attacking with Dyna. Maybe something like a Thunder King or a Spirit Reaper, and just keep poking. And they don't really have any outs, and you just keep setting your backer, and you just protect the Dyna. That's how you beat Chaos Dragons. And then also, if they attack Dyna, a set Dyna with Pulsar, what happens is the damage step is the monster flips up to check attack and defense. This is where Dyna activates. So while he's activating and destroying Pulsar, he's still face up on the field. Therefore, Pulsar doesn't get to special summon Dark Smell from the graveyard, because Dyna's still face up on the field when it's activating and resolving. So, and it says they can't special summon monsters, so that's really good. And then versus Rabbit, obviously, it destroys their Lagias. And if they have 2 Lagias, because they're not really going to make Dyna versus deck, because they're going to think from game 1, they're going to think my sets are Reapers. And and game 1, they're going to see my D Prisons, Mirror Forces, Bottomless, and stuff. So they're not going to really want to make Dalka. So they might even make 2 Lagias. And at that point, I can just set Dyna. They attack with Lagia, hit into my Dyna, pop both of them. It's just really good. Snowmans are obvious. The 3rd MST is for Rabbit, mostly. I don't really. And Decree, when I played against Chaos Dragons, I sided the MST in. Maxi is for windups and random rogue decks. Emptiness is for windups. This card's really, really good against windups because everything I do is just like, it's like plants a lot, and I sided this in plant format, and mained it when I played rabbit in plant format, but emptiness is just really good against windups because so they summon their tour guide and you just emptiness it, and then I really just stop their whole play, and you can just, like, after that, it's only, once it dies from its effect, it's only it's still a 1/1 because you stop their tour guide effect, and for as long as you lock them down with emptiness, it's just too good to pass up on, because this deck can really function under emptiness. Just if your Thunder King sticks to the board, just have a face of emptiness and you win the game. Like, if they go summon Magician, then you can just flip emptiness, and then they can't really do anything. Or if they can reveal Shark, and you can just chain emptiness and Shark stays in the hand. Or you let them special summon the Shark, and you just emptiness them, chain to Magician, and then they can't special summon Magician. They have 2 useless monsters on the field. They're both really weak. You just hit over them. And also, if they Zen Mighty you, you can just ban these emptiness, and they have a useless monster on the field. So it's just really, really good against windups. And then Shadow Mirrors for random Inzektor players. And Deep Prison is for a rabbit and dragons. Mostly dragons because of the dinos and kaikus. Like I said, game 2 and 3 versus dragons is mostly just protect the fossil dino or kaiku. And then you should just win the game. So the reason I didn't play 3 Thunder Kings, I guess, is because I just didn't think it was good against a lot of rogue decks at my locals. If I was going to a major event, I might cut like a Soul Taker for a 3rd Thunder King. Actually, no, 2 Thunder Kings was perfect for me. I'd stick to 2 because the thing about the deck is the cardies can clog really, really quickly. So once your cardies start clogging, you're gonna want a monster like Spirit Reaper to just stall for you till you can draw like a tour guide or a Chaos Monster. Or you want the tour guide itself or the Chaos Monster, obviously. But after they do something, and you are left yourself vulnerable from cardy, Thunder King isn't that great. Don't get me wrong, he's amazing in this deck, and he's just by far. He's one of your game enders, to be honest, because Protect the Thunder King is really good. But he's one of your win conditions. Because, like, if you can tell, this deck doesn't really have many win conditions. It's just good cards. But Thunder King, 1900 beater, so you can keep hitting with it and walling them off with back rows, and then just keep hitting with Thunder King until you win the game. Or getting pokes with Reaper until you just have so much more advantage than they do. This card's fucking insane, to be honest. Sorry for all the glare. But this card's just so good because of all your back rows. You can just keep hitting with Reaper, and it's just too good, especially against Chaos Dragons. This card completely destroys Chaos Dragons. And then these guys, Luster's definitely your finisher. You don't drop him until you definitely have game. And then Sorik's just good card. Every time you drop Luster, you pretty much win that turn. Every time I dropped him today, it was because I was pushing for game. Like, you don't drop him unless you're pushing for game. And then Sorik, if you want to remove like a Sangan or a Zen Mighty, it's fine, but yeah. So that's the deck. I really like it. It's somewhat skill intensive because it's really a long grind game every game, and you just have to get more advantage than your opponent and just slowly win the game. But that's the deck, and peace.